I'm Jasmine Harper, 32, single mom to my firecracker daughter Zoe, and Atlanta's go-to event planner for block parties that bring the whole neighborhood together. But yesterday, I buried my big brother Jamal, the firefighter who ran into that burning school to save those kids. This morning, I pull up to our family home on Peach Street, the one Jamal fixed up for me and Zoe after our parents passed, and there's Auntie Loretta drilling a new lock on my front door. "Harper blood only, baby girl," she sneers, rain soaking my curls. "Your time's up." My boxes? Dumped on the wet lawn like trash. Zoe's teddy bear face down in a puddle. They think I'm broken. They forgot Jamal taught me to fight fires too. Comment below if family ever tried to burn you out and smash that like if you're ready for the twist that flips this whole drama. I never thought grief could spark revenge. But here we are. Let me take you back to the start. 3 days before the funeral, I'm standing in Jamal's firehouse locker, hands shaking as I pack his gear. His captain hands me a brown envelope. "He left this for you, Joss. Said if anything ever happened, make sure you get it first." Inside, a handwritten letter and a flash drive labeled, "Just in case." The letter starts, "Little sister, if you're reading this, I'm already gone. Don't let them take what's ours. The house is yours. I made sure of it. Check the drive. And remember, blood ain't always family. And family ain't always blood." I slip that drive into my bra like it's the Hope Diamond. At the funeral, the church is packed. Fire trucks line the street, flags at half-mast. Zoe sits on my lap in her Sunday best, clutching that same teddy bear that'll end up in a puddle 2 days later. Auntie Loretta's in the front row, dabbing her eyes with a lace handkerchief. Uncle Ray beside her looking like a statue in his too-tight suit. Cousin Keisha and her fiancé Malik sit right behind them, whispering. The pastor's talking about sacrifice and legacy when I catch it. Loretta leans over to Ray, voice low but not low enough. "Soon as this is done, we move on the house. Paperwork's ready." My stomach drops 6 feet. After the burial, everyone comes back to the house. Our house, Jamal's house, my house. The one Mama and Daddy bought in 1987. The one Jamal poured every overtime shift into renovating after they died. Loretta's holding court in the living room, greeting people like she owns the place. Keisha's rearranging furniture. Malik's measuring the walls. I'm in the kitchen making sweet tea when Uncle Ray corners me. "Jasmine, honey, we need to talk about arrangements." Arrangements. Like I'm a problem to be solved. "The house," he says, voice gentle but eyes cold. "Jamal didn't leave no proper will. Family property goes to blood family. That's how Harper's always done it." I set down the pitcher before I throw it. "Jamal left me this house. He told me himself." Loretta appears in the doorway like smoke. "Baby girl, grief's got you confused. Ray's the eldest. Property rights go through him. That's generations of Harper tradition. Show me paperwork," I say, voice steady even though my hands aren't. She smiles. "Lawyer's drawing it up. You got 48 hours to clear out. We'll let you keep the furniture as a courtesy." That's when Keisha walks in holding Zoe's hand. "Auntie Jas, Mama says we're moving here. Isn't that cool? Me and Zoe can share a room." Zoe looks up at me, confusion written all over her 7-year-old face. "Mommy, why would we share? This is our house." I scoop her up, grab my purse, and walk out before I say something that'll get me arrested at my own brother's repast. That night, Zoe's asleep in our cramped apartment across town, the place we were supposed to leave behind. I plug in that flash drive. The screen lights up. It's Jamal, recorded 6 months ago, sitting on the porch of Peach Street in his AFPD hoodie. "Hey Jas, if you're watching this, something happened to me. First thing, don't cry too much. I lived good. I'm already crying. Second, the house is legally yours. I had Marcus draw up a video will. It's valid in Georgia, fully notarized. Deeds in your name, always has been since Mama and Daddy passed. I just kept it quiet because, well, you know how family gets." He leans forward, jaw tight. "Loretta's gonna try something. She always does. She thinks I don't know about the gambling, the debts. I know everything, Joss. And there's proof on this drive." My heart's pounding like a kick drum. "Third, check the fireplace. Brick. 3rd row from the bottom, left side. I left you something that'll end this quick if you need it. The video cuts to black. I don't sleep. Can't sleep. By sunrise, I'm parked outside Peach Street, watching Loretta's car already in the driveway. That's when I see her, drill in hand, changing my locks. I get out slow, rain starting to fall, each drop cold and sharp. Morning, Auntie. She doesn't even turn around. Told you 48 hours, Jasmine. Clock's ticking. Funny thing about clocks, I say, stepping closer. They only matter when you're playing by the rules. She finally looks at me, drill lowering. Girl, don't make this ugly. I smile, and it's all Jamal. Too late. That's when Uncle Ray opens the front door, holding a folder. Eviction notice, Jasmine. Official. You're trespassing on Harper family property. Zoe's boxes are already on the lawn. Her books, her clothes. That teddy bear Jamal won her at Six Flags, lying in a puddle like it never mattered. Something in me catches fire. Rain's mixing with my tears as I stare at Zoe's drawings scattered across the grass crayon firefighters, with Uncle Jay written in her wobbly 7-year-old handwriting. Jamal spent his last Saturday helping her color those. Now they're drowning in puddles like they never mattered. Auntie Loretta stands on my porch in her Sunday church hat, arms crossed like she's guarding the pearly gates. Uncle Ray's beside her, chest puffed out like he owns the whole block. Cousin Keisha's actually wearing my sundress, the yellow one I left in the closet, and her fiancé Malik's waving papers like they're the Declaration of Independence. Legal documentation, Jasmine, Malik says, voice smooth as oil. Jamal's will clearly states blood family inherits. That's Harper tradition. I want to scream that I am blood family. But something Jamal whispered to me 3 weeks ago keeps playing in my head. We were sitting on this same porch, watching Zoe chase fireflies. Sis, if anything ever happens to me, check the safe. Don't tell nobody. Just check it. Now they're drowning in puddles like they never mattered. Please, I say, voice breaking just enough to sell it. Just give me one night. Let me pack properly. Let Zoe say goodbye to her room. Loretta laughs, and it's sharp as broken glass. Baby girl, we gave you 48 hours. You wasted them crying. That's on you. Please, I say, voice breaking just enough to sell it. Just give me one night. Let me pack properly. Let Zoe say goodbye to her room. I thought he was being dramatic. Firefighters always think about worst-case scenarios. Now I'm standing here realizing my brother knew exactly what was coming. Keisha trips over one of Zoe's toys, a plastic fire truck, and her purse goes flying. Contents scatter everywhere. Lipstick, receipts, and a stack of photos that slide right to my feet. I bend down quick, grabbing them before she does. They're dumping my daughter's childhood on wet grass like it's garbage day. Wait, what? Casino chips, tables, slot machines. And there's Auntie Loretta, clear as day, at the Peach State Casino at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. Another photo shows her signing something at a desk with a man in an expensive suit. Give those back. Keisha's voice cracks. Y'all changing locks faster than Keisha changes boyfriends, I say. And I swear I hear Miss Patterson from next door snort laugh from her window. What's the rush, family? Scared I might find something? Malik steps forward, and his whole nice guy act drops like a mask. Jasmine, you're making this harder than it needs to be. Sign the release form, take your stuff, and we can all move forward. Keisha snatches at them, but I'm already backing up, phone out, snapping pictures faster than my hands want to shake. Move forward? I'm shaking now, but it's not fear anymore. It's pure fire. My brother died saving children. Children. And before his body's even cold, you're stripping his house like vultures? Or what? You'll lock me out? Too late. That's when I pull out my phone and dial. 911. Loretta's eyes go wide. You calling the police on your own family? You called me a trespasser on my own property. So yeah, Auntie. I am. Malik moves fast, pulling out a wallet and flipping it open. There's a badge. Gold. Official looking. Ma'am, I'm Officer Malik Richardson, Atlanta PD. This is a civil matter. Hanging up that phone would be in your best interest. My finger hovers over the call button. That's when I hear it. A car door, footsteps, and a voice I know better than my own. Malik Richardson? That you? Officer Terrence Jenkins, neighborhood OG, coached Little League on this block for 15 years. An actual Atlanta PD walks up the driveway in full uniform. He was driving past, saw the commotion. Knows this house. Knows Jamal. Officer Jenkins. I breathe. Jasmine. He nods at me, then looks at Malik. Didn't know you joined the force, young man. What precinct they got you at? Malik's face goes gray. I'm off duty. Off duty but flashing a badge? That's interesting. Jenkins steps closer, eyes narrowed. Let me see that shield again. Malik's hand goes to his pocket, but it's too late. Something falls out. A slip of paper. Jenkins picks it up, and his expression shifts from curious to disgusted. Peach State Casino cash advance receipt. $45,000. He looks at Loretta. Miss Harper, this your signature at the bottom? Loretta's face cracks, just for a second, but I see it. That's private business, she snaps. Malik's hand goes to his pocket, but it's too late. Something falls out. A slip of paper. Jenkins picks it up, and his expression shifts from curious to disgusted. Everything stops. Private business that involves forging property documents? Jenkins pulls out his radio. Yeah, I'm gonna need a supervisor down here on Peach Street. Possible fraud in progress. Jasmine, Jenkins says quietly. You got proof this house is yours? Keisha starts crying. Uncle Ray backs toward his car. Malik's fake badge hits the ground. And Auntie Loretta just stands there, church hat tilted, rain dripping off the brim, looking like every bad decision she ever made just came home to roost. I press play on Jamal's recording. His face fills the screen, that AFPD hoodie, that crooked smile. His voice carries across the porch, strong and clear like he's still here. Hey, Joss. If you're watching this, something happened to me. First thing, the house is legally yours. Video will, fully notarized. Marcus Ellis, attorney at law, has the physical copies. Second thing, Loretta's gonna come for it. She's in deep with some bad people. Gambling debts. I paid off $50,000 last year to keep them from hurting her. She promised she'd quit. She didn't. Loretta's knees buckle. Ray catches her. Jamal keeps talking. The eviction notice? Fake. The will they're waving? Forged. I had Marcus check. Third thing, and this is important, there's evidence in the house. Fireplace. Third row. Left side brick. Photos. Loan documents. Everything you need. The video ends. Officer Jenkins looks at me. Then at them. Then back at me. Miss Harper, I think you need to get inside your house and secure that evidence. And folks? He turns to Loretta, Ray, Keisha, and Malik. Y'all need to step off this property before I start making arrests. They don't move fast enough. Now, they scatter like roaches when the lights come on. And I walk through my front door, MY door, for the first time in 3 days. Officer Jenkins right behind me, while my so-called family watches from the street. The fireplace is exactly where Jamal said. Third row, left side. The brick's loose. I pull it out, and inside, a folder. Thick, heavy, full of secrets that are about to burn this whole thing down. I'm sitting in my car at midnight, engine off, staring at the house that should be mine. Zoe's safe with Miss Patterson next door, probably already asleep with her good teddy bear, the one that didn't end up in a puddle. Officer Jenkins cleared out my so-called family 2 hours ago, but he had to leave for another call. Told me to secure the property and call if they came back. He doesn't know I never left. And I walk through my front door, MY door, for the first time in 3 days. Officer Jenkins right behind me, while my so-called family watches from the street. Now the street's empty. Just me and the ghosts of every Sunday dinner, every Christmas morning, every memory Jamal and I built in that house after Mama and Daddy died. I've been circling the block, waiting, watching, making sure Loretta and her crew are really gone. The safe. I pull out the old firehouse key Jamal gave me years ago. Emergency only, sis, he'd said. And I mean real emergency. Brother, if this isn't an emergency, I don't know what is. The back door's still unlocked from earlier chaos. I slip inside, and the house feels different, colder, like it knows what happened here, like it's waiting to see if I'm strong enough to fight for it. Jamal's bedroom is exactly how he left it. Bed made tight, military corners, firefighter calendar on the wall, and in the closet, behind his dress uniform, the small floor safe he installed 3 years ago. My hands shake as I kneel down, key sliding into the lock. It clicks, opens. And inside there's a USB drive and another note in Jamal's handwriting. For Jasmine. When you're ready to see the truth, plug this in. Expose the debt. Save the house. Protect Zoe. I love you, sis. Always did. Always will. I'm crying before I even finish reading. I grab my laptop from the car, sit on Jamal's bed, and plug in the drive. The screen lights up with folders, video files, audio recordings, documents stamped with official seals. I click the first video. It's Auntie Loretta. But not the church hat-wearing, Sunday service leading Loretta I grew up with. This Loretta's in a basement somewhere, fluorescent lights buzzing overhead, talking to 2 men in expensive suits. I need more time, she's saying, voice desperate. The house is worth $300,000 easy. I can sign it over as collateral. Just give me 2 more months. One of the men leans forward. Miss Harper, you already owe us $50,000 from the underground poker games. The house is our insurance now. You default again, we take it. We don't care who's living in it. The date stamp says this was recorded 8 months ago. I click another file. Audio this time. Loretta on the phone. Ray, I need you to back me up on this. If Jamal dies, God forbid we move on that house fast. Jasmine can't know about the debt. She'll never understand. Uncle Ray's voice. Loretta, that's fraud. That's his sister. Our niece. You want those jail photos from '92 going public? Your deacon position gone? Your reputation destroyed? Then you help me, or I help myself. And you go down with me. Silence. Then Ray, what do you need me to do? My stomach turns. Uncle Ray knew. He knew everything and said nothing. I keep clicking through files. More videos. More recordings. A paper trail of Loretta's spiral casino receipts, loan shark contacts, forged signatures on property documents. Everything Jamal collected to protect me. Then I find the last video. Dated 2 weeks before Jamal died. He's sitting on the porch again, but this time he looks tired. Older. Like he's carrying weight he can't put down. Sis, if you're watching this, things went bad. And I'm sorry I couldn't stop it. Loretta's my aunt. She raised us after Mama passed. Fed us. Kept a roof over our heads. But grief twisted her. After Daddy died, she started gambling. Said it helped her forget. It didn't. It made everything worse. He rubs his face. I paid off her first debt. $40,000. My whole savings. Told her it was a one-time thing. She promised she'd quit. But addictions don't quit, Joss. They just hide better. My chest feels like it's caving in. I found out she was using our house as collateral 2 months ago. Confronted her. She cried. Begged. Said she'd fix it. But then I saw the loan shark paperwork. They're coming for the house whether she pays or not. So I made this drive. Documented everything. Because you need to fight, sis. Not with fists. With truth. He leans closer to the camera. Protect Zoe. Protect the house. Family's what you fight for. Even when family's fighting you. I love you. And I'm sorry I won't be there to help you finish this. The video ends. I sit there in the dark, laptop glowing, tears streaming down my face. I'm furious, heartbroken. And somewhere underneath it all, I feel something I didn't expect. Empathy. Loretta raised us. She was there when Mama died, when Daddy followed 6 months later. She held us together when everything fell apart. And then grief cracked her open, and something poisonous crawled inside. But empathy doesn't erase what she did. What she's still doing. My phone buzzes. Text from Keisha. You just made a big mistake, Jasmine. This doesn't end well for you. I screenshot it. Add it to the folder. Then I do something Jamal would have understood. I open Facebook. Create an anonymous account. And I post a teaser just 30 seconds of that basement video. Loretta's voice clear as day talking about collateral and fraud. Caption. When family tries to steal your inheritance. Full story coming soon. I hit share to the Peach Street neighborhood group. 847 members. People who knew Jamal, who came to his funeral, who watched him grow up on this block. The likes start coming in. 10, 20, 50. Comments exploding. Is that Loretta Harper? Wait, Jamal's house? The firefighter who died? Somebody better explain this. My phone won't stop buzzing. Then another text comes through. Uncle Ray. Jasmine, we need to talk. Tomorrow. Family dinner at Loretta's. 6 p.m. Don't bring the cops. Just come. Please. I stare at that message for a long time. Family dinner. Where everything in this family either gets fixed or falls apart. I text back one word. Fine. But I'm bringing more than just myself. I'm bringing truth. I'm bringing proof. And I'm bringing every ounce of fight Jamal ever taught me. Because revenge doesn't start with hate. It starts with truth. And tomorrow at 6 p.m., the Harper family is about to get a whole sermon's worth of it. I wake up at 5 a.m. with Zoe curled against me, her little hand gripping my shirt like I might disappear. Miss Patterson's guest room smells like lavender and old memories, but my mind's already 3 steps ahead. Today's the day. Family dinner at Loretta's, 6 p.m. I spent all night going through Jamal's files, organizing everything into a presentation that would make my event planner heart proud. Evidence, timestamps, receipts. A story so airtight even Loretta's church hat excuses can't wiggle through. I tie my curls back into a high puff, put on my casual chic armor-fitted jeans, white blouse, Jamal's old firefighter jacket over my shoulders, war paint for a battle I never wanted to fight. Zoe wakes up as I'm leaving. Mommy, where you going? To get our house back, baby. She sits up, eyes serious. Like Uncle Jamal would? I kiss her forehead. Exactly like Uncle Jamal would. By 5:45 p.m., I'm parked outside Loretta's house in Cascade Heights. My laptop's charged, USB drive in my pocket, phone recording everything. Uncle Ray's truck is already there. So is Keisha's car. And Malik's black Charger, with the fake police tags he probably bought online. I grab the TV connector cable from my event supplies bag. Always prepared. Always professional. The front door opens before I knock. Uncle Ray stands there looking like he aged 10 years overnight. Jasmine. His voice cracks. You didn't have to come. Yeah, Ray. I really did. Inside, the dining room table's set like it's Thanksgiving. Loretta's at the head wearing her best church dress. Keisha's on her right looking nervous. Malik's checking his phone like he's got somewhere better to be. Baby girl, Loretta starts, voice dripping with fake warmth. I'm glad you came. We can settle this like family. I set my laptop on the table, pull out the cable, walk straight to her TV. What are you doing? Keisha asks. Family movie night. I plug everything in, and Jamal's files pop up on the 60-inch screen. Thought we'd watch something educational. Loretta's smile cracks like old paint. Jasmine, this is unnecessary. Is it? I click the first video. Basement lights. Loan sharks. Loretta's desperate voice promising my house as collateral. The room goes silent except for the audio. I can sign it over. Just give me 2 more months. You gambled away Jamal's legacy? My voice is steady, but tears are already streaming down my face. The house he died protecting? The home Mama and Daddy built? Loretta stands up fast, chair scraping. That video is edited. Fake. You don't understand what I was going through. $50,000 in poker debts. I'm not yelling. Somehow that makes it worse. Jamal paid off 40 of it, used his entire savings, and you went right back. She's lying, Loretta says to Ray, to Keisha, to anyone who'll listen. Jamal never. Uncle Ray slams his hand on the table. The whole room jumps. She forged Jamal's signature on a second mortgage. His voice breaks. I watched her do it, in this house, 2 months before he died. She practiced his handwriting for days. Keisha's face goes white. Mama? Ray, you promised, Loretta starts. I promised to keep quiet. I didn't promise to let you destroy his sister. Ray's crying now. This big man who never showed emotion. Jamal was a hero, and you're using his death to steal from his family. Keisha stands up slow, looking at her mother like she's never seen her before. The wedding fund. The $20,000 you gave me last month? That came from this? Loretta reaches for her. Baby, I was trying to help. You were trying to cover your tracks. Keisha backs away. My whole wedding's funded by fraud? Malik finally looks up from his phone, sensing which way the wind's blowing. Now ladies, let's all calm down. Legally speaking, Malik. I turn to him, and I can't help it. I laugh. Your lawyer degree from Google must have covered property fraud, right? Or did you skip that module? His jaw tightens. I don't know what you're implying. I'm not implying anything. I'm saying it. I click to another file. Photo of Malik outside Peach State Casino, shaking hands with the same loan shark from Loretta's video. Date stamp, 3 weeks ago. The room explodes. Loretta lunges for my laptop. Ray catches her. Keisha's screaming at Malik. Malik's trying to grab the USB drive from my pocket. I sidestep him, thank you. Years of dodging Zoe's toy cars, and he crashes into the china cabinet. Glass shatters, plates everywhere, and I'm standing in the middle of it all. Phone out, hitting the Facebook Live button. Peach Street, this is Jasmine Harper. My voice is shaking but clear. You watched my brother Jamal die a hero. Now watch his family try to steal everything he left behind. I flip the camera. Show Loretta being held back by Ray. Show the forged mortgage documents on the TV screen. Show Malik picking himself up from broken glass. The view counter starts climbing. 47 people watching. 89. 156. My phone rings. It's Miss Patterson's number. I put it on speaker. Mommy? Zoe's voice fills the room. Miss Patterson says people on Facebook are talking about our house. Are you okay? Tears hit me like a freight train. Yeah, baby. I'm fighting. Like Uncle Jamal taught me. Then fight hard, Mommy. Fight like a firefighter. The live stream hits 500 viewers. Then 1,000. Comments flooding in faster than I can read them. We see you, Jasmine. Loretta Harper should be ashamed. Where do we donate? How do we help? Then one comment stops everything. Save Harper Home fundraiser going up now. Link in bio. Let's bring Jasmine and Zoe home. It's from Marcus Chen, owner of the community center where I plan events. Within minutes, the donation link is everywhere. Neighborhood Facebook groups, Twitter, Instagram, even TikTok. The counter hits 10,000 viewers. Loretta collapses into a chair, head in her hands. Keisha's staring at Malik like she's seeing him for the first time. Who are you? She whispers. Malik straightens his jacket, and that smooth mask he always wore finally slips. Someone who was supposed to get a commission when this house sold. Your mama promised me 20%. Keisha slaps him. The sound echoes. You're the loan shark's nephew, I say quietly, pieces clicking together. That's why you pushed so hard. That's why you showed up with fake badges and legal threats. You weren't helping Loretta. You were collecting. He doesn't deny it. Just heads for the door. Malik. Wait, Keisha starts. But he's already gone. Engine revving. Tires screeching. Gone like the fake he always was. The live stream's at 15,000 now. The fundraisers hit $12,000 in donations. Uncle Ray sits down heavy, head in his hands. Jasmine, I'm sorry. I'm so damn sorry. Loretta finally looks up at me. Mascara running, church lady mask completely shattered. What do you want from me? I save the live stream. Stop recording. And I look at this woman who raised me, fed me, tucked me in after Mama died. This woman who also tried to steal my daughter's home. The truth, Auntie. Just the truth. I wake up to 347 missed notifications and a fundraiser total that makes me drop my phone. $60,000. In one night, from a community that watched Jamal grow up, watched him become a hero, and refused to let his legacy get buried with him. Miss Patterson's making breakfast when I stumble into the kitchen, eyes swollen from crying myself to sleep. She slides coffee across the counter and smiles. Baby, the whole neighborhood's talking. You lit a fire under these streets. Jamal lit it, I whisper. I'm just keeping it burning. By noon, my event planner instincts kick in. The annual Peach Street block party is this Saturday. I organized it 3 months ago, back when Jamal was alive and life made sense. Permits filed. Vendors booked. Stage rented. The irony hits me like a truck. I'm throwing a party on the same block where my family tried to throw me out. But that's exactly why it's perfect. I text Marcus Chen, keep the fundraiser going, and bring the big screen to the block party. I've got something to show everyone. Saturday morning arrives hot and bright, the kind of Atlanta summer day where the air feels thick enough to swim through. Peach Street's already buzzing, grills smoking, kids running, old heads setting up domino tables. I'm at the main stage with Zoe, who's insisted on running a lemonade stand. All proceeds go to getting our house back, she announces to anyone who'll listen. She's raised $47 by 11 a.m. That's when I see them. Loretta, Uncle Ray. Keisha walking 3 steps behind her mother, eyes on the ground. The whole block goes quiet. Not silent, but that watching kind of quiet, where everyone's pretending not to stare while absolutely staring. Loretta walks straight up to me, chin high, church hat firmly in place like armor. You think this little show changes anything? No, Auntie. I meet her eyes. I think the truth changes everything. Marcus rolls up with the massive screen we use for movie nights, plugs it in, powers it up, and suddenly Jamal's face is there, 12 feet tall, looking down on the block he loved. The crowd gathers. 50 people. 100. More. I don't say anything, just press play. Jamal's voice carries across Peach Street like he's preaching Sunday sermon. Hey y'all, if you're watching this, I'm gone. But before I left, I wanted to make something real clear. This house on Peach Street, the one my parents bought in 1987, it belongs to my sister Jasmine and my niece Zoe. Legally. Officially. Forever. Loretta tries to walk away. Uncle Ray catches her arm. I know some family might try to take it. Might say blood only, tradition only, Harper name only. But family isn't who shares your blood. Family is who shows up, who fights for you, who loves you when loving you costs something. Tears are streaming down faces all around me. Miss Patterson, Marcus, even the tough teenagers who usually act too cool to care. Jasmine, if you're seeing this, it means you fought back. Good. Protect Zoe. Protect the house. And here's the important part. Jamal leans close to the camera. Forgive them. But don't forget, forgiveness doesn't mean letting people steal from you. It means choosing not to let their poison live in your heart. The video ends. Loretta's shoulders are shaking. She's crying, makeup running, that church hat dignity completely shattered. And for the first time since this nightmare started, she looks small. She lunges forward suddenly, not at me, at the screen, like she can grab Jamal's image and pull him back. I'm sorry, she screams. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean, I never meant. Keisha catches her, holds her back. Mom, stop. Please just stop. The block's watching this family drama unfold like a Tyler Perry movie, and I'm standing there feeling every emotion at once. Anger, grief, pity, love, all of it crashing together. Tell them, I say quietly. Tell everyone why you did it. Loretta collapses onto a picnic bench, and the words pour out like a broken dam. I lost my son, my boy, 30 years ago. Hit and run. Driver never caught. Never got justice. When your mama and daddy died, I tried to hold it together. Tried to be strong. But the grief, she's sobbing now. The grief never left. And the gambling made it quiet. Made me forget. Just for a few hours. The crowd's silent now. Real silent. $50,000 in debts. Loan sharks threatening to hurt Keisha. I thought, if I could just get the house, sell it, pay them off. You thought stealing from your niece would fix what grief broke? Miss Patterson's voice cuts through, gentle but firm. Baby, that's not grief. That's running from it. Zoe's lemonade stand raised more than your poker wins, Auntie, I say, and a few people actually laugh, nervous, but still. That's when Malik appears, moving fast through the crowd toward his car, manila envelope under his arm. The same fake eviction papers he tried to use before. Oh no, you don't. I'm already moving. Phone out, hitting record. Malik, everyone see this? Loan shark's nephew. Tried to help steal my house for commission money. Fraud. Forgery. The whole nine. He freezes, looks around, sees 200 phones pointed at him. Officer Jenkins steps out from the crowd in full uniform, and I realize Miss Patterson must have called him Malik Richardson. Or should I say Malik Stevens? Yeah, we ran that fake badge. You're wanted in 3 counties for property fraud. Malik runs. Makes it maybe 10 feet before Marcus Chen's teenage sons tackle him like it's varsity football. Papers scatter everywhere. The crowd actually cheers. I grab Keisha as she starts crying. Hold her while she shakes. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know what he was. I know, cousin. I know. 2 squad cars roll up. Real cops. Real badges. Malik's in handcuffs within minutes, yelling about lawyers and rights while the whole block watches justice happen in real time. Loretta's still on that bench, broken. Uncle Ray sits beside her, and for once he's not defending her. Just sitting. I walk over, stand in front of them, and I make the hardest choice I've ever made. The fundraiser hit $60,000. My voice carries. You know what I'm gonna do with it? Loretta looks up, eyes hollow. I'm paying off your debt. Every cent. The loan sharks get their money. You get a second chance. And my revenge? I smile and it's sad but real. My revenge is mercy, Auntie. Because that's what Jamal would want. The block erupts. Not in anger. In something bigger. Something that sounds like hope. The dust settles on Peach Street like the ending of a storm. Malik's in the back of a squad car. The crowd's still buzzing. And I'm standing here holding the house deed that Marcus's lawyer just handed me clear. Legal. Mine. Loretta's on her knees on the hot asphalt. And these aren't performance tears anymore. These are the kind that come from somewhere deep and broken. I was scared, Jasmine. Terrified. After your mama died, after Daddy followed, Jamal became my rock too. He was everyone's rock. And when he died saving those kids, I couldn't breathe. Couldn't think. Just wanted the pain to stop. I stand there looking down at this woman who braided my hair for school pictures, who taught me how to make her famous peach cobbler, who held me when I cried about Zoe's father leaving. And I realized something Jamal knew all along. Hurt people hurt people. I kneel down beside her. The whole block's watching, but I don't care. Auntie, you could have come to me. We could have figured it out together. I was ashamed. Her voice breaks. Jamal bailed me out once. I couldn't admit I'd fallen back in. Couldn't face that disappointment in his eyes again. So you tried to take his house instead? She nods, and it's the most honest she's been in months. I help her up. She's shaking. I'm shaking. But I'm also deciding right here, right now, that Jamal's legacy won't be revenge. It'll be redemption. The $60,000 pays your debt, I say loud enough for everyone to hear. But you're getting help. Real help. Gamblers Anonymous. Therapy. Whatever it takes. And you're gonna apologize to this community. To every person you lied to. Uncle Ray steps forward, and for the first time since this started, he looks me in the eye. Jasmine, I owe you more than an apology. I owe you the truth about who Jamal really was. The crowd quiets down, listening. Your brother saved my life, not from a fire from the streets. I was 19, running with the wrong crowd, headed straight to prison or worse. Jamal was only 16, but he pulled me aside one day and said, Uncle Ray, you're better than this. I see it even if you don't. He got me into the Fire Academy prep program, pushed me every single day until I straightened out. Ray's crying now, this big man who never shows emotion. He saved me. And when Loretta asked me to help steal from his sister, I became the man he saved me from being. I'm sorry, Jasmine. I'm so damn sorry. I don't know what to say, so I hug him. Sometimes that's enough. Ray, your BBQ sauce still burns worse than your lies, though. Someone yells from the crowd, and the tension breaks like a fever. Laughter ripples through. Even Ray chuckles through his tears. Keisha walks over, mascara streaked, that yellow sundress, my yellow sundress wrinkled and grass-stained. Jas, I need you to know, I didn't understand what was happening. Mama told me you were being difficult about paperwork, that the house was complicated. I never knew about the gambling or Malik or any of it. You believe her now? She nods. I believe the evidence. And I'm done with all of it. Done with Malik. Done with lies. I'm gonna plan my wedding honestly, or I'm not planning it at all. I squeeze her hand. We'll get through it. That's what Harpers do. Real Harpers, she says, and this time it doesn't sting. Miss Patterson climbs onto the stage where Jamal's video just played. At 74 years old, she's got more energy than half this crowd. Y'all listen up. We got $60,000 sitting in a fund. Jasmine's using it to clear debts and do right by family. But this community raised that money to honor Jamal, so I'm proposing something. The block goes silent, waiting. We renovate that house. Turn part of it into a youth center. Homework help. Life skills. Safe space for kids who need it. Keep Jasmine and Zoe living upstairs, but make the bottom floor serve this community the way Jamal served it. Who's with me? Hands shoot up. Voices yelling yes. Marcus is already pulling up contractor contacts on his phone. The teenagers who tackled Malik are volunteering to paint. It's chaos and beautiful, and exactly what Jamal would have wanted. I'm crying again, but this time it's different. This time it feels like healing. 2 weeks later, the house is transformed. Not completely, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is redemption. But the living room's been opened up, filled with donated computers and books. The dining room's a tutoring space. The garage is an art studio. Zoe's running around showing kids her room upstairs, proud as anything. This is where me and Mommy live, but downstairs is for everybody. Loretta shows up on opening day, sober 14 days, GA chip in her pocket. She doesn't come inside at first, just stands on the sidewalk staring at what used to be her target and is now something else entirely. I walk out to meet her. You coming in? I don't deserve to. Maybe not. But Jamal would want you here anyway. She follows me inside, and I watch her take in the changes. Kids laughing. Teenagers working on college essays. A cooking class happening in the kitchen where she used to make Sunday dinners. Then she sees it. On the mantel above the fireplace where Jamal hid all those secrets. His firefighter badge. Mounted. Polished. With a plaque that reads, Jamal Harper, 1990, 2 to 2025. He ran toward the fire so others could run toward their future. Loretta touches it with shaking fingers. He really did save everyone, didn't he? Still is, I say. Uncle Ray's manning the grill outside Redemption tastes like properly seasoned ribs, apparently. Keisha's helping with the art class. No ring on her finger, but peace in her eyes. The community that watched us almost fall apart is now watching us rebuild. Officer Jenkins stops by in uniform. Off duty, but checking in. Heard Malik took a plea deal. 3 years for fraud. Won't be bothering y'all again. Good, I say, and I mean it. As the sun sets on Peach Street, I stand on the porch. My porch, our porch, the community's porch, and I feel Jamal everywhere. In the laughter of kids who have a safe place now. In the second chance Loretta's fighting for. In the family that almost broke but chose to bend instead. Zoe runs up and hugs my legs. Mommy, did we win? I pick her up, and she's getting too big for this, but I do it anyway. Yeah, baby. We won. Not because we destroyed anybody, but because we chose something better. What's that? Zoe runs up and hugs my legs. Mommy, did we win? We chose to build. The grand reopening happens on a Saturday morning 6 weeks after everything exploded. The house on Peach Street gleams in the Atlanta sun fresh paint, new porch railings, flowers in the beds that Mama planted 30 years ago and I brought back to life. By 9 a.m., the block's packed. Bounce houses in the yard, face painting station, free food tables loaded with everything from Uncle Ray's redemption ribs to Miss Patterson's famous mac and cheese. Marcus set up a DJ booth, and old-school Atlanta hip-hop is shaking the windows. I'm standing on the porch watching it all come together when I see her. Loretta, walking up the sidewalk in simple jeans and a blouse. No church hat, no armor, just a woman trying to find her way back. She stops at the bottom of the steps. Jasmine, I know I'm not welcome, but I wanted to. You're serving food, I interrupt. Table 3. Drinks and desserts. Miss Patterson's already set up. Her eyes go wide. You want me to help? I want you to be family. Real family. The kind that shows up and does the work. She climbs those steps slow. And when she reaches me, I do something that shocks us both. I hug her. Tight. The kind of hug that says I haven't forgotten, but I'm choosing to move forward anyway. You're the real Harper hero, she whispers in my ear. Jamal would be so proud. We both are, I whisper back. But the centerpiece, the thing that makes everyone stop and stare, is the memorial wall. You're the real Harper hero, she whispers in my ear. Jamal would be so proud. We both are, I whisper back. Beneath it, his words from that video will. Family isn't who shares your blood. Family is who shows up. I watch people stop there. Touch the frame. Cry. Smile. Remember. Uncle Ray finds me by the memorial. He's been sober for 3 weeks now, going to meetings with Loretta, trying to rebuild what shame almost destroyed. Jas, I want you to have something. He hands me an old photo. Jamal, maybe 8 years old, wearing a too big firefighter helmet. Ray's beside him, young and smiling, before life got complicated. That's the day he told me he was going to be a hero when he grew up, Ray says. I laughed, told him heroes were just in movies. He looked at me dead serious and said, "Then I'll be the first real one you know." My throat tightens. He kept his promise. He did. And so did you. Outside, Zoe's dancing with Keisha to some Outcast song, both of them laughing so hard they can barely stand. Keisha catches my eye and waves, and I see it, the cousin I grew up with, before greed and lies twisted everything. She's coming back. We're all coming back. Officer Jenkins shows up with his daughter, who immediately runs off to the bounce house. Heard this place is the talk of the city. News crews were asking if they could come film. What'd you tell them? That you'll let them know when you're ready. This is your story, Jasmine. You tell it how you want. I appreciate that more than he knows. By noon, there's at least 300 people here. Neighbors, firefighters from Jamal's station, teachers from Zoe's school, strangers who saw the viral videos and wanted to support. The fundraiser's still going, and we're using every dollar to keep this center running, to give kids what Jamal would have wanted them to have, a fighting chance. Miss Patterson gets on the mic. Y'all, can we give it up for Jasmine Harper? Single mama, event planner extraordinaire, and the woman who turned family drama into community triumph. The applause is deafening, overwhelming. I wasn't built for this kind of attention, but I walk out anyway because this moment isn't about me. It's about Jamal. It's about what we built from the ashes. I'm not going to make a long speech, I say into the mic, voice shaking. Y'all know the story. Family tried to take what wasn't theirs. Community said no. Love won over greed. Simple as that. Cheers erupted again. But I want to say something to anyone watching who's going through their own battle, who's got family fighting them instead of for them, who's wondering if it's worth it to keep pushing. The crowd quiets. It's worth it. Not because revenge feels good, it doesn't. Not because winning is sweet. It's exhausting. But because every time you choose to build instead of burn, you're creating something that lasts, something that matters, something your ancestors can be proud of, and your kids can build on. I look up at the house, at Jamal's memorial visible through the window, and I whisper what only the mic catches. Jamal, we protected it, just like you asked. Zoe runs up on stage and grabs my hand. Mommy, did we really win? I pick her up, and she wraps her arms around my neck. Yeah, baby, we really did. The DJ drops so fresh, so clean, and the block erupts into dance. Loretta's serving lemonade with a real smile. Ray's teaching kids how to properly flip ribs. Keisha's taking photos for the center's social media. No fake fiancé in sight, just her finding herself again. And me? I'm standing on this porch that almost wasn't mine, holding my daughter, surrounded by a community that refused to let greed win, and I feel something I haven't felt since Jamal died. Peace. Not the absence of pain, not the forgetting of betrayal, but the deep, lasting peace that comes from knowing you fought for what mattered and you won. The party goes until sunset. As families start packing up, kids promising to come back for tutoring, teens already planning the next event, I catch my reflection in the front window. I look different, stronger, more like Jamal than I ever have. Miss Patterson's the last to leave. She hugs me on the porch, this woman who's been the neighborhood's backbone for 50 years. Your mama would be proud, baby. Your daddy, too. But Jamal? She smiles. Jamal's up there organizing the angels, bragging about his little sister who fought like a firefighter. That night, after Zoe's asleep upstairs in her room that's finally, permanently, completely hers, I sit on the porch alone. The street's quiet now, peaceful. The house behind me isn't just a building anymore. It's a promise kept, a legacy protected, a future secured. My phone buzzes. The YouTube video from the block party is already at 100,000 views, comments flooding in. This is what community looks like. Your brother is smiling down, sis. What's your family comeback story? Share below. I smile and add my own comment. Never underestimate a mom fighting for legacy. And never forget family is who shows up. Thank you for showing up. I hit post, and the notifications start immediately. But I put the phone down, close my eyes, and I let myself feel everything. The grief that started this, the betrayal that fueled it, the community that saved it, the forgiveness that healed it, and the love, Jamal's love, that made it all possible. Revenge turned to healing, justice turned to mercy, a house turned to a home turned to a movement. And somewhere, I know Jamal's watching, proud, at peace, still saving lives, just in a different way. We did it, big brother, I whisper to the stars. We really did it. The house lights glow warm behind me. Tomorrow, there's tutoring at 3 p.m., art class at 4, dinner for families who need it at 6. The work continues. The building continues. The healing continues. But tonight I rest in the victory that almost wasn't, in the family that almost fell apart but chose to rebuild instead. And I remember what Jamal always said. Little sis, heroes aren't born, they're built. One choice at a time, one fight at a time, one act of love at a time. I chose love, and love won.